Hey polers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Eileen here with a new pole tutorial. Today we're going to be learning how to do a cartwheel shoulder mount from the floor. This is an intermediate trick that requires a shoulder mount as a base, so make sure that you can do this before you try this trick. Let's get on the pole. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is sit down on the floor, and we're going to go on a shoulder mount position with those arms, so making sure that the pole is on the shoulder and both arms are on that shoulder mount grip. Your legs are going to go one straight and the other one bent. So if you're doing your right shoulder on the pole, then the right leg is straight. If you're doing the left shoulder on the pole, then the left leg is straight. So always keep straight the same leg of the shoulder that's on the pole. The other leg is going to go bent, and it's going to help you to push up into a cartwheel. So this leg is straight, this one is bent, and you're going to be doing this motion with the legs, keeping your arms as they are, keeping the shoulder engaged. Just practice pushing the leg up with the help of the other leg. Once we push up, we are going to actually push away from the floor with this leg to let the straight leg go all the way up into the floor, and the other leg will follow the first leg after it arrives. This is a trick that you gotta do fast, so you can't stop in between. You have to just jump up and go for the cartwheel, so don't stop in between. Once you think about doing it, commit and just go for it. So going for that push with the leg, remember I said we lift this leg as the other one pushes the floor. So now we're going to do the same thing, but pushing a little harder, letting the legs go all the way to the other side on that cartwheel. And you're always going to keep the shoulder on the pole and the arms on the pole until the feet land on the floor. Once the feet land on the floor, you're just going to slide out from that shoulder and that arm grip. So going for that, we went up, just sliding the arms out. So the arms are going to be doing this motion. You're just going to let them out once you're up, all right? So again, from the floor, you're pushing hard with the leg that's on the floor. The other one goes straight. Make sure that you keep it straight. It goes all the way up. Once this leg goes up, then this one leaves the floor as well and follows it. I did it a little fast before. Let's do it a little slower so that you can see each step. So going up, leaving the floor, arriving with the other leg. So the first leg goes up, the other one kicks the floor to help it go all the way and follow the first leg until you reach the floor, and just release those arms. When you're sitting down, make sure that you're not all the way into the pole, so your bum is not touching the pole. You are kind of on a diagonal line, same as you would be if you were doing a shoulder mount from up the pole. So make sure that your bum is a little forward, and you can actually grip those hands and shoulder into the pole like you would for a normal shoulder mount, and from there you kick up. All right, so as I said, make sure that you start sitting down on the floor on a shoulder mount position. So again, your bum is not into the pole, is a little further, just like a shoulder mount you would do from up the pole. And then shoulder mount position with the arms and the shoulder, of course, and then keeping the leg straight of the shoulder that's on the pole. That's the first leg that goes up, and the other leg starts bent, so it can help bring the other leg up and then follow it to get all the way into the side to a cartwheel and then land on the floor, releasing the arms. Remember that you're doing a cartwheel, so make sure that you are using that momentum with the legs. You're just going with one leg and then the other to the side to get into that cartwheel. So you're not doing a shoulder mount. You're not bringing both legs up into a shoulder mount on a V. you're getting them to the side. So you're always working on the side of the shoulder and not on a shoulder mount. So on a shoulder mount, you would go here with a V to the center. But that's not what we're doing here. What we're doing here is going to the side. We're going all the way to the side. So make sure that you're always working to the side, not up on the center like a normal shoulder mount into inversion or whatever else you can do. You're always going sideways. So make sure that you're thinking of going sideways and you're using that shoulder. You're doing basically a shoulder mount. So make sure that you are gripping like a shoulder mount and just taking everything sideways instead of to the center, and follow along until you reach the floor, and use the leg that kicks the floor to gain momentum to use to do the cartwheel. Alright folders, I hope that you learned how to do the cartwheel shoulder mount from the floor. Remember, this is an intermediate trick, but it requires a lot of strength, so it's not going to be easy. It also requires a lot of coordination, so just put in the time, be patient with yourself, and practice, because that's the only thing that's going to get you to your goals. Make sure that you try both sides, even if one is going to be much harder and weirder than the other. Just do your best. Eventually, they will be the same. And as usual, the most important part, have fun. I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications, and drop in the comments all the feedback or questions that you have for me. As always, I am happy to connect with you through any social media, so please feel free to reach out. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope I will see you soon on my next video.